Okay, so today we're doing cabinets. All right, step one, clean them. Wipe dust off, use some tack cloth, acetone, and you're just trying to get any nasty off of it. But these are brand new, so we're just gonna wipe the dust off of them from the floors, right? Okay. Then we're going to scuff them up a little bit. Just a little, not a whole, just a little. Maybe a sanding block. You just need a little sanding block. You just okay. Now you kind of okay. Well, so like I said, you just scuff them up a little bit. Now you created a little bit more dust, so you gotta get you a little wet. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, sorry I had to readjust the camera here because it was leaning on the cleaning product here. All right, so I'll take you a little acetone. It's just to clean, residue off. You don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. Just gotta smell like nail polish remover. Reminds me of childhood. So we just wipe it, get all the nasty off of it. And honestly, with these brand new cabinets, it's really a shame to paint them. Just because you'll never get this factory look. I mean, 'cause this is baked on pretty much. It's like this special type of paint, special kind of spray machine they use. Specifically made for doing detailed, delicate work. So yeah, you'll, like I said, you'll never wind up getting the same finish that's on this. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for a few years. Mind you, I'm not the best in the world, but I'm pretty good. Most of the time. I'm gonna wipe all the dust off in here just for safety purposes. No dust traveling. Okay. Oh, that'd be why. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now you got your surface clean now. Clean the floor around the area where you're working. Just because any dust will show. Like I said, gotta get all this trash away from where you're working. Right. Okay. Well, that's that. Alright. Let's see here what she's got for me. Oh yeah. Oh, look at her. Horsepower. Pop top. Oh no, wait. We don't want that one yet. Let's paint. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna use that. Okay. I don't know what she wanted for a payment, but she did. Typically, we use these ultra smooth. So it's called a mohair flocking foam, whichever they call it. It just depends on the store and the brand. Okay. Hermetically sealed package here. I never liked these little white ones. You gotta be very real careful. Same with these, but these leave a better finish, personally. What I'm gonna do, let's see here. Oh, there's a pair of scissors. We're gonna cut this little work platform here. Alright, gotta put this back. Mind you, there's a reason to flip the paper over. Keeps it from rolling up. Alright. We're going to use this one for our paint. Set that to the side. There ain't no trash in it. Because any trash shows up, said. Okay. So today we're using Bear Prime Coat primer, right? So kitchen, bath, trim, stain blocking primer concealer for adhesion to glossy surfaces and dramatic color changes. But well, we're not doing nothing dramatic. We're just making them whiter. So, but these being some unknown paint, could be oil based, mind you. Okay. Always, when you're dealing with an unknown, always want to put some sort of stain blocker, sealer, something to help make sure that what you're putting on adheres to whatever is on it. You got it shook up, mix it up top. Pretty. Sit that there. We're going to pour a little bit in there. Now see, you can't even tell I use that can other than on the rim. Yeah, now I'm going to put a little bit on there. Safety first. Don't want no trash. Alright, so. Put a little mole hair. Less is best with these things when you're doing cabinets. Less paint, the better. I always want to do something a little more forgiving. Okay. Don't put too much paint on this road. Alright, so what we're doing is this does not require a lot of pressure at all. It has very little pressure because if you put too much pressure, then you're going to have marks, and you don't want marks. Alright. Go back on the outside here. From the bottom of the door, always grab from the very bottom of your door. Okay. That one's got a coat on it, so we move it out of the way. And you see, I have not dipped it yet. Like I said, less paint is the best because you get the smoother finish on it when you use less paint. If you use too much paint, then you can roll marks and it looks like, you know, poop. Alright, one more coat. another door. Alright, since this door is open. That primer almost looks the same color. Mind you, now I'm really skilled at this, so I'm not going to take the doors off. But a lot of people take doors off. I don't, just because, well, I don't like having to adjust doors to make them line back up right and all that involved. So what I do is I paint my doors, and then take a real nice, fine, soft bristle brush to get all this. But I like to paint my doors first, that way, or at least put my primer on my doors first. Because, well, that's what you're going to touch the most, so you want to make sure that is the first thing you do. Just because you want it as dry as possible. Some people will wait till the next day. I don't blame them. Alright. Now, I'll do a little more paint on this. I'm assuming the refrigerator's going here. I mean, yeah, I pushed a little too hard right there. And if you do put pressure on it, put pressure on one side of the roller. That way the other side will work out the roller mark. Very important, because well, hit your cabinets and you will see it. Okay, well, honestly, I kind of just want to do this right here. Just for simple fact, it's easier for y'all to touch up that wall than it is for me to try and hide any brush marks. Okay. Open these up a little bit. Hit it. We're gonna get a little bit of paint there. Alright. Roll a little bit of this out. Wow, that was just the perfect size. Alright, so now we got that one. We're going to take the side of this. I'm profiling these doors. Profiling means, so like, I'm gonna do this, okay? Right, so I'm gonna do this, and I go like this, and then I go, but since these are so small, it's kind of easier to go. And then the purpose of profiling is to kind of help the roll marks, the brush marks to go away. Because, well, ain't nobody like that stuff. Probably using these little fancy rollers. And, you know, this is just the primer coat. And the primer, you might be happy with just the primer. But it just depends on, like, you want it real shiny or whatever. Alright, so try not to touch it. Alright, now we got this top one. Well, look, we can just roll onto that one. Alright, so now we don't want them close and touch each other like that. No, there's air conditioning. No, I don't know most suggestion. Alright, so now that's done. Okay, cool beans. Alright, so what we do is kind of just out of the way. Come over here. If you need tape, do not be scared to put tape around everything that you don't want. You know, if you feel the need to, then do it. Okay, safety first. You know. Yeah, I've been doing this a little too long sometimes, I think. It'll be okay though. One day I'll start teaching people how to do this. And get paid to do it. Oh wait. Never mind, no, I don't ever want to have that job. Teaching people. That's what you're doing right now. Yes. Alright, so now that I'll put the little piece of trash, we'll leave that little piece of trash out of there. Now we gotta see how that checked it. Always want primer on things that are, especially on the stuff that, you know, is going to get touched a lot. You don't have to use the primer on everything. Just, you know, mainly it's to keep you from peeling the paint off of any areas that are, you know, that get used. Like these doors, definitely always primer. Any places like this strip here, because it's going to be one of those constantly contacted strips where it's like I typically, on brand new cabinets, don't paint the inside of the doors. But that's all personal preference. See, I don't have these little rubber things to replace, and so I don't feel justified in really doing that. So, alright, well, we've got it primed. Alright. So now what we do is take our primer. Okay, I think that should be primed. That'll be all right. Okay. All right. So now we got that done. First stuff back in the bucket. Okay, so that's it. All right, so this is your primer. Hold on, let me come a little closer. I guess you can't see that from there. Okay, so what we got, this is your primer. Let me put that on first, okay? All right, now let that dry. I mean, you got a lot more on this side over here, so you'll wind up not having to wait as long, but I typically, go by at least the instructions off the back of the can. This one says an hour. 1 hour for ready for top coat, which that's okay. That's not too bad of a wait. Now see, with all these cabinets, you start on one end, you go all the way over, and you come back down, and you go all the way over, and you get all those. By the time you get to that last one, that first one probably will be dry. Okay, all right. Stay tuned for the paint.